We looked predominantly at governance of social enterprises. So what we did with the survey was especially looking at three aspects. One was the boards, which is the most well-known aspect of governance, I think. Then we looked into transparency and reporting, and we also looked into the legal forms that social enterprises assume. And what we found, what is really interesting, is on the one hand about legal forms, that they assume a variety of legal forms in the different countries, and they also combine them in very creative ways. So they would, for example, combine a for-profit with a non-profit, or they would change legal forms over time. And in England, we also looked at the CICs, which is a special legal forms that especially younger organizations assume. So we were also trying to understand what the legal forms are that are beneficial for the organizations, and how they actually deal with the legal forms over time. In terms of board governance, we found that organizations tend to comply a lot with what is being expected from them. So while 86% of the organizations have a board, almost 2/3 of them said they have a board because they have to have one. So what we see from this is that actually social enterprises could make much more use of governance for their own development. So they could think about how the board can serve their needs, what people they could invite to the board to get a broader view of opportunities and resources. And also we've been thinking about ways of how the beneficiaries can be included either in the board or through other ways of governance.